Hey, what's up? This is PJ Jacobson. Make sure you watch MotoAmerica on YouTube and you like and subscribe.
So race one getting ready to start again. When you see those red lights go off, we're racing. Here we go. Josh Herrin, another good launch. A little choppy, but look at the distance he's able to put on the rest of the field.
Boy, you called that. It was a little bit choppy, but he got off. And how about Lockoff? What a start for him. This is right where Sam wants to be. Now, he hasn't really been sort of on pace all weekend. So we're going to see now if Lockoff on that GSX-R 750. I'm excited to see these two bikes go down the back straightaway together and see how they kind of pan themselves out as the field makes it through the spot, Greg, that we had that incident, and then the famous S's here at Road Atlanta as they go up to turn 5. Not quite as big of a gap for Herrin as there was the first time. So we'll see if these guys in 2nd through 5th, 6th can close that gap up.
Josh Herrin leading us into turn number 6. Sam Lockoff in 2nd on the 44. So here we go through turn number 7. The all-important drive and run onto the back straightaway. As Herrin has a look over his shoulder just to check the gap again. So it's Lockoff, the 44, and then Rocco Landers right behind him.
And I'm going to say that's probably the guy he didn't want to see. He probably felt a lot more comfortable when he didn't see anybody that would be like main title contenders. And you can see that GSX-R 750, Greg, is able to draft up to that Ducati as Lockoff already looks like he wants to take a shot. You can see Rocco Landers there, Benjamin Smith, Angles, Almeida now trying to get through on Chad Lewin, another guy that I've got to see quite a bit of this winter riding, number 33. Good to see Chad Lewin back in MotoAmerica, running right there with the guys that have been racing for the last few years with that 750 of Lockoff.
Sam Lockoff, a nice tight tuck, and here's a battle of Yamaha R6s as Landers goes up the inside. And then kicking down the hill. Oh, and a bike down. They're heading into turn number 10.
Tony Blackall, that's turn 5. That's going to be coming up over the top of the hill, it looks like.
So if you're looking at stock horsepower numbers of an R6 to a GSX-R 750, thinking to yourself, well, wait a second, how is this possible? There are rules in place set by the FIM and MotoAmerica that are allowing these motorcycles to compete to a balanced playing field. And of course, that will continue as the class develops. Nice battle going on here between Kevin Almeida on the 16, Chad Lewin on the 33, and number 35, welcome to MotoAmerica, Diego Perez. About 10 corners to go for Josh Herrin as his gap is now increased to well over 3.5 seconds. And when push came to shove and Lockoff made that one mistake, just through the S's, Jason, that's when we see Lockoff start to go a little backwards. But nonetheless, the amount of data being collected for that Vision Wheel M4XR Suzuki team, critical in the continued development of that GSX-R 750. But how about this too? I mean, this is information that's being fed to Ducati at the world scene and back in Bologna on how Josh Herrin is doing with this motorcycle, the data they're going to be collecting it. And keep in mind, this is not a high-tech motorcycle like a superbike with traction control and wheelie control. Josh Herrin is having to do this all out of raw talent himself with the great team around him in the Warhorse HSBK Racing Ducati New York team. Down into 10A and 10B goes Josh Herrin. He talked about it at the open of the program, that his goal this year was to have fun and win races. As he throws a wheel in the air and he'll head down into this final set of corners. It's Josh Herrin onto the front straightaway. A look over his shoulder, wheel in the air, stand-up wheelie, and the first victory of 2022 goes to Herrin and the Ducati. Coming across the line, Sam Lockoff on the 44 will take 2nd, Benjamin Smith in 3rd, Rocco Landers in 4th.
Great race. Rocco Landers was coming on hard there at the back end of that race. 29.6 for Landers. He closed within a second of that battle for 2nd and 3rd. And you can see this is what this guy was all about, having fun. But if you look at those lap times there, Greg, I'm looking from lap 5 down to lap 9 there. 29.2s, 29.3s. That's what eventually was able to spearhead him this victory. Lockoff has got to be over the moon with that 2nd place. You can see Landers strong there at the end of the race as well. Benjamin Smith, nice podium to start the season. A little further back, Diego Perez in his debut with us ends up 5th and Almeida 6th. Lewin 7th with Luke Power, Angles, and Thermiotis rounding out your top 10.
So there you go. Supersport Next Generation has kicked off in the United States for MotoAmerica. A next generation Ducati wins the race over the next generation Suzuki, and those tried and true Yamaha R6s collect 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. A look at our results as Josh Herrin is going to head his way to victory lane. When we return, we'll get to talk to him about his debut win in 2022.